Every day, people push us to find love and approval from other people. But have you ever stopped to think if it's not necessary to always be looking for approval in relationships? Could it be that by trying to fit in with others, we're giving up something valuable about ourselves? This simple but powerful idea from Stoicism says that constantly looking for love or approval can hurt relationships. Take the example of someone who is always wanting attention and affection from their partner but not working on themselves. This can lead to dependence and stress, which can lead to dissatisfaction and inner conflict, which ultimately ends the relationship. Today, we'll explore the fascinating world of love and relationships from a Stoic point of view. We'll learn how self-awareness, trust, and respect for oneself are the foundations of real and lasting relationships. Staying true to our core values and beliefs is what Stoicism tells us is most important in a relationship, not chasing or constantly sacrificing. In your inner world, picture yourself as a strong oak tree. Instead of wanting attention or approval, you give off strength and self-confidence. This inner strength naturally draws people to you, like birds are drawn to a healthy tree. Your confidence becomes a strong pull that brings people to you without you having to beg or make unreasonable demands. Before we start, I want to encourage you to watch this video all the way through, because each insight we talk about is important for developing your inner strength. Keep going, stay focused, and let's begin. Lesson 1. Love at first sight is not true. To better understand love, we must first give up the thought of love at first sight. This idea, which is often romanticized in books and movies, says that love is an intense feeling that happens quickly and is mostly caused by physical attraction or an unfathomable connection. But it's important not to fall for these illusions, whether they come from our own minds or from pressures from society. Finding love isn't like finding a magical treasure chest on a path. It's more like taking care of a garden. This journey needs constant effort, unwavering dedication, endurance, the passing of time, and most of all, faith. It's important to tell the difference between true love fixation and simple physical allure. Mixing these up can lead to harmful connections and make the process of letting go into an overwhelming cheech. This kind of ambiguity often causes lasting emotional wounds and traps people in long-lasting sorrow that can last for years or a lifetime. As the ancient Stoic Sena wisely observed, we suffer more often in our imaginations than in reality. This is especially true when it comes to matters of the heart. We should approach love with a Stoic mindset and a grounded perspective, seeing it as a journey of mutual development and dignity rather than a short burst of emotion. Even more important is the idea that love is a slow, deliberate process. The advice is to see love as a lifelong commitment that requires patience and unwavering dedication instead of looking for instant gratification. This point of view not only makes us feel better emotionally, but it also fits with the Stoic idea of living in harmony with nature and letting love happen naturally without pushing or hurrying it. Lesson 2. Telling love apart. Getting hooked on someone. Authentic love isn't just fleeting feelings. It's a mix of empathy, unwavering commitment, and a deep respect for another person's inherent worth. It's more than just surface-level affection. It includes a deep understanding of their essence and journey of growth. These principles are at the heart of Stoic partnerships and any relationship that makes you happier. Remember that the quality of the connections you make will have a huge impact on the vitality of your life. Relevance to everyone. It is important to understand that love is more than just loving our partners. It also includes loving ourselves. True love means treating others with the same kindness and self-respect that you show yourself, and expecting the same in return. Seneca's teachings encourage us to base our feelings, including love, on reality instead of unhealthy or unrealistic expectations. This fits perfectly with our present focus. Don't come looking for love out of desperation. Develop a love that easily flows both ways and is based on respect and understanding for each other. As a way to practice Stoicism, close friends try to make connections where love flows naturally and is based on understanding and genuine respect for each other. Strive for balance between your feelings and your senses so that your relationships can become pillars of strength and peace in your life. This is the key to a happy relationship, but also to a happy life in general. In today's fast-paced world dominated by technology and social media, the art of building meaningful relationships has become more difficult. This is because, despite the benefits of the digital age, it creates barriers that separate us from real human interactions, making it harder to make deep connections. Stoicism and ancient philosophical teachings may not directly address romantic relationships. They can help us understand them better. While their deep wisdom can help you deal with this part of life, Stoicism stresses how important it is to be aware of and understand what is going on around you. By staying aware of your surroundings and what is happening, you give yourself the tools you need to reach your life goals. When looking for a partner, it's important to find someone who shares your basic beliefs and values. I urge you to put Stoic logic ahead of mere emotion. Someone whose values really match your own. Remember what the Stoic philosopher Epictetus said about how important it is to listen more than speak. Since we only have one mouth and two ears, we can listen twice as much as we talk in relationships. This advice emphasizes how important it is to pay attention to both spoken expressions and the regular actions and behaviors that go along with them. Figuring out what a person is really like beyond first impressions, which leads to deeper, more important connections. Lesson 4. Don't try to be perfect. Remember that everyone isn't perfect, and chasing an idealized partner like in romantic movies can keep us from seeing the real and valuable connections that are already in our lives. It's easy to become fixated on someone who might not feel the same way about us, which can make us lose sight of our own values and self-worth while we try to win their love. This quest not only wastes our time, but it also breaks down who we really are. Stoicism emphasizes how important it is to recognize and accept the limits of our power, especially when it comes to other people's emotions. Trying to force or control someone's feelings to suit our own needs is not only impractical, it's also unethical. Recognizing this fun fact, truth is important for navigating the complicated nature of interpersonal relationships by putting an emphasis on understanding and respecting the right to privacy of others' feelings. Encourage real connections based on respect and empathy, which will make our interactions better and promote harmony. Let this serve as a gentle reminder that love is not a battleground where we have to compete for attention or approval. Instead, it should be a journey of growth and understanding between equals. If someone doesn't return your feelings, take a moment to think about what that means for you. Remember that your worth is not based on someone else's inability to see it. Focus on what you can control, like your acts, your thoughts, and your way to a happy life. This is what the Stoics say you should do. Give yourself the strength to look for real links that make your life better instead of chasing after an illusion that will only let you down. Trust your journey, and the right people will come across you. If you've made it this far in the video, I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart. Your presence here shows that you're committed to growth and self-discovery, which I admire. Remember what love is all about. Lies not in seeking approval from others, but in accepting yourself as the one and only person you are. You deserve love not because someone else says so, but because you exist. Let's celebrate the journey of self-love together. If you liked what you read so far, please hit the like button to spread the love, leave a note, and let's keep going on this journey. Lesson 5. How Stoicism works with others. Stoicism teaches us the value of reciprocity and encourages us to return kindness. It also upholds principles of justice and kindness, and it emphasizes our nature, emphasizes that each person is an important part of society and that our actions should aim to improve everything. This idea of reciprocity flows easily into our personal relationships, especially romantic ones. It means showing appreciation for the love and support our partners have given us, which strengthens the bonds that are necessary for a happy relationship. Think of it as a fragile balance, like the ebb and flow of a river, where each exchange makes a symphony of love and respect in the sphere of love. Stoicism teaches a very important lesson: don't beg for love. Like a dance between two people, real love grows when both partners give and receive love freely while honoring the other person's essence. It is important to know your worth and hold on to your self-respect, like a strong ship sailing through the water with confidence. Stoic lessons stress how important it is to keep relationships in balance. It's not about keeping track of who does what, but making sure that both people are equally invested. As Epictetus wisely pointed out, we have 2 ears and 1 mouth, which means we can listen twice as much as we speak. In practice, this means actively listening to both our partners and ourselves, trying to find balance in love and effort when your contributions are greater than the reciprocation. Maintaining your self-respect and knowing when to move on, even if it's hard, is important for inner peace. Stoicism isn't about suffering in silence. It's about knowing when to step back for your own emotional health as we navigate the complicated world of love, relationships. Let's live by the Stoic concept of giving and receiving. It's important to build relationships based on mutual respect, empathy, and fair trade. Real love grows when both people do their fair share, making it a gift instead of a burden. Bear Lesson 6. Having self-respect in relationships in the relationship world. Self-respect is like a steady compass that points the way to true happiness and mental strength. Imagine being in a situation where you feel like happiness is out of reach and your partner's behavior continues to hurt you despite real attempts to change and requests for help. Staying in that situation only makes your pain last longer, slowly eating away at you, worth the glow inside you that starts to fade when you don't feel loved and cared for in return. During these tough times, loving and respecting yourself means knowing when to end a relationship that isn't good for you and having the strength to do so. Time, with its endless wisdom, has an amazing ability to heal even the deepest emotional wounds to leave scars. May stay as quiet memories, but they don't mean long-lasting harm. When life's complicated intersections happen, it's important to remember that we can't make other people change. Our impact only goes to ourselves. The Stoic thought shines like a bright light of knowledge. Epictetus, a famous Stoic philosopher, said, "We cannot control external circumstances, but we always have control over how we react to them." This is especially true when people are stubbornly unwilling to change. Stoicism tells us to change our focus. From the unchangeable to moving forward with poise and self-esteem, let go of the things that are holding you back and carry on only the lessons you've learned and the strength you've built. Always remember that you are more than the waves of your emotions and feelings as you deal with the aftermath of a relationship ending. You have the power to choose how you react. By choosing a posture of dignity, you can gain deep insights and a better understanding of your life's path from this experience. This approach not only speaks to the complex problems of modern love and relationships, but it also gives you real-world advice for navigating these tricky emotional terrains. Lesson 7. How to learn from being turned down and accept your own worth on the road of life. When it comes to personal issues, it's important to remember that the world is full of different kinds of people. Rejection is not a sign of failure, but of expectations or compatibility not being met. As Epictetus famously said, it's not what happens to you that counts, but how you deal with it. Rejection isn't a loss. It's a chance to learn more about yourself and grow as a person. It means that the connection may not have been right, and over time, this understanding grows stronger and is respected. Stay committed to finding real connections, because the world is big and there are lots of them. There are people out there who will see and value your true worth. Your unique qualities and honesty are treasures for someone whose essence matches yours. Every rejection is not a failure, but a step closer to a resonant yes that fits with who you are. If you want a healthy relationship that will make your life better, this affirmation isn't just approval. It's a deep recognition of your worth. In today's society, where relationships can seem shallow, it's important to stay true to yourself and your beliefs without giving them up for acceptance. The right partner will respect and appreciate your true self, so you don't have to beg for love, just be yourself. This way of thinking not only supports the Stoic idea of focusing on what you can change, but it also makes sure that the love you experience is real and helpful. When looking for a life partner, it's important to look past superficial traits and looks. Physical attractiveness is an important part of relationships, but it's only one part of the complex tapestry of love. The Stoics remind us that outward beauty is like a leaf carried by the wind. It changes and disappears quickly. Instead, we should focus on long-lasting traits like inner beauty, personality, and compatibility. Think about the kind of relationship you'd like to have in a few years. Focus on finding someone smart who can be your trusted confidant, advisor, and pillar of support during hard times. Strive for a deep connection that lasts over time and stays strong and alive as the years go by. Don't get caught up in the pursuit of physical perfection, which is just an illusion based on societal norms. Stoic thought stresses how important it is to be wise and strong. Try to find a person that you can imagine a life together that includes starting a family, feeling safe, and working toward a joint goal. This is universal advice that works for both men and women. When looking for a life partner, look for traits that go beyond physical attractiveness. Stoics wisely said that true beauty lies in the soul, so look for a relationship that is deep, meaningful, and long-lasting. Let this wisdom guide your choices, and you'll not only find a partner, but also start a journey full of personal growth. In old Rome, people had deep understanding and everlasting love. Marcus the Great. The truth. In the middle of the city, Aelius and his wife Faa showed a surprising bond of strong love. Their relationship was more than just an alliance for political or social gain. It was a deep bond based on shared values and strength. Marcus Aurelius was known for his wisdom and Stoic philosophy. In Faa, he found not only a spouse, but a true companion whose inner strength matched his own. Together, they exemplified the Stoic virtues of moderation, fairness, bravery, and insight, showing their commitment to these ideals both in their leadership and in their personal relationship. Hand in hand, they handled life's rough waters with a calm and collected attitude, exemplifying the Stoic principle of facing problems with dignity, whether they were personal tragedies or political upheavals. They faced problems with united strength, even when Marcus Aurelius was busy with his duties as emperor and his own sorrows. Their relationship stood strong against outside pressures and trials. Demonstrating Stoic philosophy says that the story of Marcus Aurelius and Fatina teaches us a lot about love and partnerships. To love someone, you have to choose to care about their morals and honesty, not just their looks. It means finding a partner who is compatible with you not only on a physical or material level, but also on a deep and meaningful one. As Stoics, we know that these lasting qualities are what make a relationship valuable. In his timeless advice, Seneca said, "We should love people not for how they look, but for who they are." This beautifully captures the heart of Marcus and Phaea's relationship as you navigate the complicated worlds of love and relationships. Always try to find a partner whose essence matches yours, and always choose someone who will be there for you through life's hard times, honoring honesty and ethics over surface-level traits. If you make this choice, you'll have a deep and lasting friendship that goes beyond surface appeals and embraces deep connections. Remember that what matters most in love and in life is the depth of the relationship, the shared virtues, and the love that goes both ways. Follow these rules to find and grow a love that is both strong and deep. Life is a gift, so love deeply enough to fully enjoy all of its joys and pleasures. Rest early enough to easily get through tough times. Avoid overthinking in order to find comfort and enjoy the natural beauty of life. If you want a better and happier future, stay determined to work hard and seek opportunities for growth and progress. However, as you face failures, you may realize that failure is not an option in your life. Living a life without regrets is a key part of truly enjoying life. Being happy with what you have is a rare but certain thing. It's said that the deeper the love, the deeper the pain. Loving too deeply can leave you open to being hurt deeply. Being too attached can make you lose your sense of self and mess up your life. In the end, you're the only one you hurt. Thank you for starting this thought-provoking journey. Explore the world of Stoicism in everyday life with us today. We've looked at the deeper philosophy of Stoicism and how it applies to our modern lives, especially when it comes to love and relationships. We've talked about the importance of self-worth, the art of choosing a life partner wisely, and how to avoid idealized notions in our search for meaningful connections. As we wrap up this video, I want to stress that the path to grasping and embracing, remember that real love and fulfilling relationships come from respecting each other, understanding each other, and growing as a person, not from achieving goals or having high standards. If you liked what we talked about today, please remember to like, share, and subscribe to our channel, and feel free to share your thoughts and ideas in the comments. Let's keep this conversation going. With your help, we can make more meaningful material that ties together old wisdom and modern problems. Don't forget to turn on alerts so you don't miss our next videos, in which we'll talk more about how Stoicism can change your life. Let's keep learning and growing by applying Stoic ideas to our daily lives. Until then, take care and keep building your inner strength.